Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Featherhoof.
And I'm a CarnagePanda. I'm only running on 4 hours of sleep because it's been hot as hell outside. I had to sleep upside down inside a dumpster. And so my entire game plan for this episode is just to ramble incoherently, and we'll go from there.
You know, that actually might make for a better episode.
Like last week's episode where you accidentally uploaded.
That didn't happen because that video got deleted and re-uploaded properly, so therefore that never happened. I feel like you should have just left that because I was laughing. Fuck you. So we are now on week 3 of Anime Summer 2019. I don't know. I think I groaned this week more than I got excited or laughed.
Did you?
Yeah. You?
I did not expect to get an erection this week.
Yeah. I don't expect you did. But then again, that means you're stupid, because it is anime. And there's a lot of fanservicey anime this season.
Everything's fan service.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm going to have to point out a lot of stuff while I'm rambling incoherently.
Okay. So, before he starts rambling incoherently, let's see if we can, push those incoherent ramblings, towards a topic by starting with the first anime this week. Before we get started today, I want to at least put out my condolences and, thoughts and prayers to the families of those who got caught up in the Kyoto Animation Studio fire, arson. It was a tragic event. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean,
yeah, it was very tragic. There were 75 people or 76 people in the building, and
I think it was
34 people
34.
died.
So,
at least in the current time.
Okay. So I don't know if there's any, at this time, I don't know if there's any, fundraisers or anything like that. Oh, there are? Okay. Please, if you can, donate to that cause. Donate to the families of those who were tragically taken from the world. It's a sad event. We wish the families of those out there the best. We're terribly sorry for what happened, and we want to thank those who were in that department. Those who've given so much joy to everyone who's enjoyed anime for however long. That they just, I don't know the right words to say when something like this happens. You know what I mean? It's just, it's an awful tragedy.
It truly is horrible. The anime industry will probably suffer from this because of how people do go from one studio to another.
Yeah.
And that studios help each other out with certain work, and they lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not going to recover from that. You can't. The building could be insured.
Yeah.
Which probably was, but insurance, life insurance is not going to bring the people back.
No. So, to the sorry, less than scum lowlife who did this, I won't even bother to look up nor mention your name. You don't deserve it. Our hearts go out to those suffering right now. And with that in mind, let's go on and talk about the anime we watched this week.
Yeah, so let's talk about Dr. Stone.
Okay, let's.
I got really upset at this episode.
Really? Oh, you didn't really show it, but okay, tell me, why are you upset?
Of course I didn't show it. I'm tired as fuck.
I gave him the option to go home. I said, we can skip a week if you're that... He said, no, I got it.
No, I don't like skipping weeks because then we have to watch 20 hours of animes, and then we end up doing 3 hours of show, which gets condensed down to 20 minutes or 2 hours or something like that. But yeah, Shishio... there is the power to infer stuff, but...
Yeah.
If you're just gonna, look at some dude's footprints and be like, this is his master plan. Seikyu has to have, a 200 IQ, and they describe this guy as the ultimate primate high schooler, which I think is an insult to his intelligence, but this dude is fucking wicked. Like, he'd get like the theory of everything out of a pretzel or something. He's like, well, it loops this way, so here's a bunch of Greek symbols, and yeah, this is my mathematical equation.
Well, there was a lot of suspension of disbelief with this episode. From no, I did not suspend it. What's the oaf's name again?
Taiju.
Taiju taking a blast from the same dude who was able to one-hit KO a roided out lion, and just be like, nothing, got it.
He was able to tank it because Shishio was wearing clothes, and he did not get caught off guard.
I see.
By his third leg. which I have to point out that they obviously have not invented underwear in this show, because
no, they have not.
You could clearly see, because they bring Yuzuriha, or whatever the fuck her name is, Yuzu back.
Yuzuriha?
Yeah, they bring her back, and she's got like some whatever the fuck, some tunic or whatever,
some clothing,
and you could clearly see like her hip, whatever,
okay, yeah,
and yeah, she's not wearing. So anytime these guys are like running around,
they just flapping in the breeze.
Like, if Shishio's thing came up, you just see whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And you're like, whoa, man. So yeah, that's why Taiju was able to take that blow.
I see. So, I guess the overall arcing story here is, just to condense it down, Senku is all like, I need to save everybody. Shishio's like, we only need to save children. And I'm going to go around... I was sort of right. He's going around just killing all adult statues he sees.
Yeah, this guy's a murderous psychopath, and
Only thing is, I was wrong. I said, oh, he's going to sneak around and do it. No! Fucker is just like...
around. He's like, yeah, Taiju and Yuzu, I'm killing all these fucking people. They're like, okay?
He just blatantly goes, yeah, I'm doing it. What of it?
I'm guilty.
Guilty. And you're gonna do what exactly?
What are you gonna do? I'm a fucking madman.
Like, Senku like invents the crossbow, and he just goes, "Fuck your crossbow."
Senku's like, man, that was going at 200 kilometers per hour, which is what in miles per hour? Like 60? I don't know. You could probably catch that. I watch baseball all the time, and they throw 100-mile-per-hour heaters, which is pretty fucking fast, and people still hit that.
I don't know.
So I think maybe he could catch it. But Senku's like, I gotta stop this guy because he's crazy. So he's going on with these, I guess he's playing like fourth dimensional chess or something.
Yeah.
You could tell the last episode because he's like, yeah, this guy's kind of psychotic, and I gotta use guile to get over this guy because I don't lift, and this guy clearly can bench press the continent of Africa.
The only thing I really truly liked about this episode is they explained, because I was confused by like the marks on everyone's faces. I was like, why does everyone have fucking face tattoos? Is this just like thing in this world and everyone just went out and got face tattoos? But then apparently it's like, if they developed cracks while they were in the stone form, they retained them.
Which, I guess Yuzu didn't get any cracks while she was...
I think she got one on her foot or something.
Maybe.
I think because like that's when that subject was broached.
Everybody else has cracks on their face.
Yeah.
She didn't get any cracks on her face, so.
No. So yeah, it's like, so the real problem we have with this episode is Shishio goes off to go do more people killing. He's like, hey,
Shishio was the entire problem with this episode.
Well, yes, but he goes off to do more people killing, and he straight up says, yeah, I'm going off to do more people killing. I'll be back by dinner. Bye.
Yeah. Asika's like, well, we gotta find a way to kill him, so let's go on a trip 80 kilometers away from here.
Yes, to where again?
Someplace.
Someplace. I can't remember the name. But it's like, we're gonna make it look like we left in a hurry. Yeah, so we're gonna, but we really didn't. It's a farce. He'll think we just ran away.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. And their whole plan is to go to place. It's a hot springs place. We're like, oh shit, hot springs episode. Because there's like a volcano there that they can get some stuff to make gunpowder.
I watch so much anime that I just want to go take a dip in a hot spring.
Me too.
I feel like it would be like ultra relaxing, and I just want to do it.
Me too. But yeah, it's like, so they're going to make gunpowder because he's like, well, we're not going to be able to defeat him with Stone Age weapons. We need to get modern age weapons, so I'm going to make
like,
guns.
Yeah, the crossbow bolt is not going fast enough. I need to get gunpowder to get something to go even faster.
So that's their plan. Meanwhile, hours later, Shishio comes home and goes, place looks smashed up. Hurried footsteps away.
He's like, whose footprints are these?
They must have left in a hurry. Or so they want me to think. Obviously, by the footprints that
they went here.
They're going to go to they're going to go to blah blah blah, so they can invent gunpowder, so they can invent guns, so that they can therefore to be able to defeat me. Was there a post-it note that Senku left saying, "Dear Shishio, we're going off to blah 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 to make gunpowder so we'll be able to kill you." He somehow infers all of this from their footsteps.
That would have been a more plausible explanation than Senku just going, yeah,
just by going,
I see.
Yeah. Oh, footprints. I mean, it's like, footprints. Obviously, they went to Dairy Queen and got themselves a Butterfinger Blizzard, a medium, by the way, a medium based on these footprints. And then they went from there to the baseball field where they practiced for about an hour. It's like, What the fuck? What?
I can tell from this one that the one guy got beaten in the nuts by the baseball.
That's basically what Shishio did this episode. It's like, what is this? What is this?
So yeah, that's my excuse me.
It's alright.
That's my major gripe with this episode is Shishio, what the fuck?
I know. I mean, I thought we were going to have this, battle of the minds, cold intellect versus emotional convictions, and it's going to be like this, awesome thing. No, Shishio can break the fourth wall and just discern the intentions of his villain, the people he's against.
From his point of view, Senku is the villain.
That's true, yeah. He's just... What? I can't take it. That's why this is on the bottom of the list this week. It didn't make any goddamn sense. Just Shishio, it's just... there's, like I said, when I believed that it was going to be, cold intellect versus emotional convictions, I thought, this is going to, create some great dynamics, and we're going to, we have sympathy for both sides, and we can see both sides, and it's going to be, you want both sides to win, because they both have good points, and oh my god, devolving into this.
I wonder if this is how the manga's written.
I don't know.
Or if they just fucked this up for the show.
Dr. Stone, this anime, when we went to Live Chart and we were looking through the animes for this season, it's the first time I've even heard of it. So, I don't know.
Because the first two episodes made this so much more interesting than what this episode gave us.
Yeah.
We just have an overpowered villain that's physically and mentally overpowered.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it reminds me of those Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock movies, where he's just able to discern from the most minute fucking things on the, anywhere, that he's can find out exact plans and the way to defeat them.
It's kind of like the author's just cheating there, though.
Yeah.
I've done this stuff in games I've played that have had player killing, where I've been like, oh yeah, this means that this guy's over here, so... And it actually led to that, but this just seems like a real stretch to even me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
This felt very, lazy writing.
It was like, there's no logical connection here.
None at all.
Which I guess I would expect from Shishio, since he's ruled by his emotions, but... For him to have this kind of deductive reasoning.
Do you really want to call it that? I don't even want to call it deductive reasoning.
It is deductive reasoning, but it's no.
But there was no deducing, nor is there any reason behind why he felt that given that character in that situation.
It is deductive reasoning, but it's not. Is what I want to say, which makes no sense.
You mean just like this?
Which is just like this. Please, Dr. Stone?
Where did you go, Dr. Stone? What happened to you? I got nothing else to say. I'm really disappointed by this episode.
I hope it picks up from this huge drop ball.
Yeah.
This week, because I am disappointed.
I am also very disappointed.
From the lofty heights, it's like watching the stock market.
We should have sold. We should have sold last week. Damn it!
Your put options and everything, man. What's going on?
Now it's worth less than what we paid originally. Damn it!
Maybe the chart will drop and then go back up. Hopefully, in the next episode.
Hopefully.
I don't have anything else to add.
Then with that, let's go ahead and kick this to the curb for now and move right along to the next entry. Coming up next is Vinland Saga. Now, I'm not going to say that this is a bad show by any means, nor was this episode a bad episode. But, can we do anything? I mean, anything?
Yeah, this reminds me of another show that I watched last week called Gundam Seed, because, I'm doing this whole Gundam thing.
Yeah, you have a penchant for masochistic tendencies.
Sometimes. Well, I really like the show, but nothing happens for 6 episodes in that show. And I was like, is this going anywhere? Is this going anywhere?
Yeah.
No. Is this still not going anywhere?
Literally,
episode 6, something happens. Oh, I'm engaged now.
Literally, this episode 3 of Vinland Saga, the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes are literally the only thing worth watching.
Yeah, it's like a filler episode, really.
Yeah. It's like the episode of Dragon Ball Z where Goku and Piccolo go to learn how to drive a car.
But I like that episode.
Whatever.
That episode was hilarious, man. It had nothing to do with the story, but
anyway.
Just imagine if we get the episode of Vinland Saga where Thors goes off to learn how to drive a car in the early 1000s.
Yeah, 1002?
Yeah. He's like, Helga, I gotta go get my license now.
So, the episode begins with fake Loki, or Floki, as we like to call him.
Loki.
His name's Floki, but we like to call him fake Loki. Can you get... You get it. You got it. Talking to Askeladd to kill Thors.
He's like, Askeladd, murder Thors.
And he's
Askeladd's like, what? Give me more gold.
He's like, well, I'm not going to give you more gold. He's like, well, kicks his feet up on the table. The thing is, you would think that if he broke, Jormsland log, that they would, want one of their own to kill him, He's like, he's been on the run for 15 years, and I'm sure you went to Iceland yourself. I mean, why would you need piddly little old me to do it? 5 more pounds of gold up front. He's like, you think you got the upper hand, don't you? Says Floki. Oh, you
think Floki.
And he's like, you think you're so smart, huh? Oh, you think you got the upper hand, and then suddenly just, boom, spear comes out of nowhere.
The dude's like, man, we were playing pin the spear on the monk, but he's already dead, so I kind of missed my throw. Sorry about that.
Oops, sorry. And, Asuka's like, my butterfingers men. Oh, damn. Man, you know what would fix that? 5 extra pounds of gold up front.
This guy's making out like a king.
And
10 pounds of gold.
5
pounds of gold.
5 before and 5 after.
Like right now, they're selling gold for what? $1,200 an ounce?
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck. I didn't know
it's
that.
over $1,000 an ounce.
I did not know that. Jesus. But
you'd be filthy rich with 10 pounds.
Oh yeah. So he's like, fine, I'll do it. And after Askeladd and all his men take off, he pulls the tapestry behind which the spear got chucked into. One of fake Loki's men was in there.
Yeah,
hiding.
fake Loki was using his guile to get one over. I don't know what the fuck. Wait, why did he need a dude in there?
I don't know why fake Loki needed. I guess to threaten Askeladd if he got too uppity. I don't know.
I guess.
Because it happened just at the point where he's like, fake Loki goes, you think you have the upper hand on me, don't you? And then boom, spear went into dude.
It was a good shot.
Very good shot. So I love it because they're like Askeladd and his second in command are all like, Askeladd's all like, this seems really weird. It seems kind of fucked up.
I want to touch on this because Askeladd is using his deductive reasoning here, but it is far more believable than what we got in Dr. Stone.
Yes, because he's thinking
yeah, this doesn't make sense. Fake Loki, he's probably doing this on his own.
Yeah, he's probably this isn't we're not being paid to take what would you call carry out Viking law here. Yeah. This is an assassination.
He's like, man, I don't think that the king really cares that he's been gone for 15 years. And
even during the meeting, Askeladd goes, he's like, 15 years is a long fucking time. I mean,
he's like, man, I think Floki just has beef with this guy.
Yeah.
But, if we're getting 10 pounds of gold.
Oh, fuck it. And because the second in command is like, so? Who fucking cares? We're still getting fucking paid. He's like,
yeah, good point. Point goes to my man that murdered the other guy.
So then we get about 20 minutes of Tor's leaving.
We get like the one dude who's like, hey, Eva, I want to bang you. And she's like, it's too early in the morning. I don't give a fuck about you.
And then 4 other guys show up to go, Eva!
Yeah, you marry me too. He's like, yeah, well, what? No, too early in the morning. I'm not even talking to anybody.
Yeah. So they got on the ship to take off.
Yeah, they got on the ship.
Well, at first, there's the one girl who wants to the first boy who loved Eva. There's a girl who loves him. He's like, please come back safe. And Leif Erikson comes up and goes, hey, I'm going to let you in on a secret. None of them are going to fight. Doris is going to leave them off in such a place and then hire sailors to take their places. Then I'm going to bring them back home.
Yeah, so good guy Leif telling the whole plan. I'm not sure Thor actually needs these guys because everybody's like, yeah, this guy's a real badass. Well, yeah, because Askeladd's like, why don't you kill him? Your entire squad of Yon Vikings can't take this guy.
to which he says nothing. He's like,
so you get the impression that Thor's is a real badass.
Mm-hmm. But we get this even further proved to us on their trip out of the docks.
Yeah, so out of the docks. Okay, I couldn't help but laugh at this scene. It's so ridiculous.
We both busted up. It was fucking hilarious. We got 5 guys on one side of the boat. I specifically said, you're all lined up on one side of the boat. You're just gonna go in fucking circles. The moment I said that, they pan out, and it shows Thor's on the other side of the ship.
These guys with these oars, and then they got one Thor's on the left side of the ship with this giant fucking oar.
It looks like a giant wooden spatula.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you're just overcompensating there.
And this is like,
but he's not.
No. It's just like the drums start beating, and he's like, boom.
They're like, dude, you're so fucking strong.
Like, and even like every time he pulls his oar, the whole ship just like.
Yeah, so it takes all these guys just to match him, and like after that they skip, and these guys are complaining. They're like, man, this
oh god, this is the weirdest time skip because
it's like
we're talking about deductive reasoning and inference.
Yes. Our deductive reasoning.
Our deductive reasoning has come into play now, and our inference as the audience, because let me paint the scene.
Okay. I'll let you take it away.
We have all these dudes, all these young adults, older teens. They're all like, oh god, they're tired. One guy's on the floor, like on his face, like rubbing his ass. Another guy's like looking at his hands, they're all blistered. And he's like, oh my hands, they're all peeling. And then the guy's like, my butt hurts. Oh, and then we have then it cuts over to Tor's. Now, if your mind's in the gutter, as ours tend to be...
What happened to this guy's butt?
And why is this guy's hands peeling?
What Thor's is like...
Do we need to say? Go ahead, just...
So, did Thor's just long dick this dude, like, he's like so sore because Thor's got up after he's rowing, just pulled his pants down. Just like, you know what? Helga's not here, so.
Okay, enough. I regret telling you to go further. I regret it. And then I'm not even going to go into what I said happened because the guy with the peeling hands. You can figure that out.
Just use your imagination.
Yeah. For a minute, put your mind in the gutter, and then you know where we went with it. And they're all like...
They do this twice, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So,
Doors is not with Mercy. he is not like... what's the dude from Gladiator's name?
Maximus?
No, the Commodus.
Oh, Commodus.
Where he has that big speech to his sister. He's like,
Am I not merciful? Best is the only reason to watch that movie, by the way.
Doors is not merciful.
No. So then it's like, then all of a sudden we get this voice that comes out of nowhere. So that means we're too far away from shore to turn back. And Thor's like, Father, we're too far away to turn back. He's like, that's right. And wait, Father, what? And then one of the barrels pops open, and Thorfinn jumps out, as I declared it would happen. And I love it because...
He was in a fucking barrel like Diddy Kong.
He did, but what I found hilarious is like, Thorfinn, how could... He's like, starts to tell him off, and
he's about to scold him. He's like, Dad, I don't have time for this.
Not now. He runs to the side of the boat and just starts pissing like a racehorse. And,
He's like, Thorfinn, what? What? Okay, son, you can put your dick away now.
And then just what we get is just a long series of expositions and backstory about like the one time Helga got mad at Thor because he was a dick because he wasn't happy he wasn't given a son. And
he shows up to Eva when Ilva's born, and he's like, "Well, that was cute."
I love it. I love how he's holding the child.
Yeah, he just picks the girl up. He's like, "That's interesting."
The nursemaids are like, "Dude, the head! What
the fuck are you doing?"
It's like, well, no wonder's fucking crying. You're fucking holding it like some kind of animal or something. And she's like, Thor's give a name to our child. Fuck off, bitch. I'm busy.
No, I gotta go back to killing people.
And then the guy comes in like, Thor's, we gotta go. It's like, oh, no, it's like, Thor's. And she's like sitting up in bed. Name this child. He's like, shit. To which I love because he's like he frames it as if he's like, oh, I chose the perfect name for my daughter, but it's like, no, that just shows how uncreative you were. It's like, because it's like, I named her after my mother, which is the first name that came to mind.
Yeah, my mother's name was Ilva, so I named her Ilva. It was the first. It's like all those guys that name their kid like John.
Yeah.
And then you have John the Second and John the Third, and then John the Ninth. It's like, oh, okay.
Hey, John's a good name because you say Johnny, and Johnny is fun to say, especially when you do a fake, mob-ish accent. He's Johnny. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Just insert that guy with the pizza. That's what's wrong with it.
So the end of okay, now we get to the good part. Now we're in the good part. We get to the end where the
political intrigue.
Where they get to where they're going to get, where they're supposed to get. And,
Leaf's like, fuck, something's wrong, man.
So they start backing out. It's like one of those, the canals, like channels.
That Doors is like, man, I don't like the terrain here either.
Yeah, Leaf's like, wait a minute. There's less houses here than there were last time. Why are there less houses? And as they're backing out...
We find out shortly.
Yeah, we found out where the other houses went. Because there's bad guys all up on the cliffs, and they start dumping the houses down on them to block their escape route.
Yeah, they dump all the wood from the houses in there. And after they're done, they throw a chair.
Yeah, just one chair. It's like after you ever see it like after avalanches and stuff like that. There's just those last couple pebbles, like ding, 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 ding. Just all this wood and house stuff, and just beams and whatnot, blocks the thing, and then just suddenly just chair.
So I can't help but relate this to Bloodstained because there's an enemy that you could kill, and you get their ability.
Yeah.
And it just allows you to summon a chair.
I need to have
that
this.
You could sit in.
I want to go off on Bloodstained because that game is so fucking amazing. It's a bit more interesting this episode.
We'll be here forever.
But did you take the pixie familiar to the piano?
Not yet.
Do it.
I was reading the trophy list and then I was like, okay, I understand.
I didn't know it existed. I just did it on a whim, but anyway, that Vinland Saga. So then it's the dudes. It's Askeladd and his men. They come up on boats, and they're just boats are looking at each other. And then, Doors is like, son, here's that little knife you liked so much.
Use it only to protect yourself.
Only. And then I love it because it goes over to Askeladd's ships and it goes to his second. He's like, hey, Askeladd, let me do this myself, all right?
Well, first off, he eats a fucking magic mushroom for Mario.
He does.
He's like trying to put on some height or something.
And I love
like, wait, no, that's the poison mushroom.
And he goes, oh no. And I love because he's just sitting there like chewing on like a lollipop.
He's like, Askeladd, I won't kill him.
He's like, it's like, well, looks like you're gonna get your chance. He's like, what? Why? He turns around. Fucking Doors has done his Hulk jump and just showed up on the boat.
He can jump from boat to boat. That's his special power.
These boats weren't even close.
I know.
How did... I'm confused how he got there. Like, he wasn't soaking wet, so he didn't swim there.
No,
so I don't... This is weird.
We got that from the first episode.
And then proceeds to one-hit KO every dude on there with punches.
Yeah, because he's clearly a badass.
Yes.
And then the episode ends.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it? No. Like, I expected that Thors was going to die this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we can...
I'm pretty sure...
Deductive reasoning.
I'm pretty sure this is the story of Thorfinn getting his revengeance.
Well, seeing as the opening credits basically spell that out, I'm so... Is anyone else tired of the opening fucking credits spoiling their own fucking show every fucking time?
Sure, why not?
The past couple of seasons, I've noticed this. It's like, you know...
If you're paying attention, you can just get the entire story from the opening.
And what happened to just opening credits that were just like fun bits of animation that just gave you an idea of what you're in for, instead of just spelling out that entire season's story? I mean, it's obviously the story of Thorfinn growing up to get his revengeance on Askeladd and his men. Because there's even a scene in the opening credits
and fake Loki.
And fake Loki. I mean, there's a scene in the opening credits of an older Thorfinn with like twin daggers, like running at Askeladd, a big circle of his dudes. So I mean, it's obvious what's gonna happen, but it drives me nuts. This episode
that from the 3-episode dump, that we didn't watch all in one sitting, that this was just gonna be the prologue where Thor dies and we get Thorfinn's motivation for hating everybody.
Yeah. So that was Vinland Saga this week. Like I said, of the 22 minutes of it, about 8 minutes were really awesome. The rest of it were just sort of like, can we move this along, please?
Can we move the plot?
Can we go? Let's go, But it is what it is. It was okay. It was an okay episode. It just didn't do much for us. So with that, I think, any final thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving on.
So the newest show we have this week is The Demon Girl Next Door.
Yes. Our it reminded us a lot of, when we saw the trailers, it reminded us of sort of like a Gabriel Dropout style show.
Yeah, it's in the same vein of Gabriel Dropout and Joshin-chan, which we both liked.
Yes.
But both of those shows had their ups and downs.
They did.
So here's hoping for the best on this one.
Yes.
But yeah, it's in that vein of comedy, and I enjoyed it.
Do you think it's going to be a permanent replacement for how heavy are the dumbbells
you
lift? Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Who knows?
I enjoyed the first episode though.
Yeah,
it was actually really funny. Tell us, what is the plot here? What is our setup for the show?
So the setup is, as you were watching the opening, that a little girl has a devil dildo.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
So she gets visited during the nighttime by some demon succubus or whatever.
Spirit thing.
And she's like, wake up. And she's like, nope, can't do this.
Nope, sleeping, tired, fuck off.
Which, I agree with her. You know?
Yeah. I ain't gonna be fucking woken up in the middle of the night when I'm fucking sleeping to go off and fulfill some family, tradition. Fuck that.
This is... Okay, so on Saturday when you were doing your live stream and Tucker woke me up because the the storm that came.
Yeah.
You know, he comes up and just starts nudging me in the arm. He's like, get him. And he starts whimpering because he really hates thunder. He hates loud noises, fireworks, thunder. Every time a thunderstorm rolls in. So I get up, I go downstairs, and I look out, and I'm like, whoa, that looks like fucking... That looks terrifying. And then I, jumped into your live stream.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, man, it looks super yikes out there. So then I go upstairs, and I'm like, hey, Mom, get up. And she's like, no! So I go downstairs, and my nephew's there too. And I'm like, hey, Brad, get up. The weather's bad. He's like, I'm ready to die. I was like, so I just go, I take Tucker downstairs in the basement. I'm like, okay, so this could turn bad. So, yeah, I already got hit by a tornado once.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get hit by one again. But
I'm ready to die.
Everybody told me to fuck off when I told them that. I was like, well, I can't force them.
Yeah, and this poor Yuko, she refuses to wake up even if someone forcing her to grow horns on a tail.
I'm not going to be able to get over this. I can't recover now.
I guess I'll have to take up the slack then while he's laughing in the background.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that.
You're welcome. So, she wakes up the next morning. It's like, oh man, crazy dream. Oh, damn. Wasn't a dream. She, damn it, I can't keep going because you're over here laughing your ass off.
I'm sorry, man. I had forgotten about that too. I played like 20 hours of Bloodstain just to forget it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that happened.
So, do you want? Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, take it away.
What were we talking about again?
Demon Girl Next Door. After she wakes up to find horns and tail.
She wakes up and finds horns on her head, and she doesn't find them immediately because she walks out of her bedroom all drowsy, like, I gotta go to the bathroom and take care of business, you know. Wake up in the morning, you gotta pee, brush your teeth, whatever.
Yeah.
Her little sister walks in and she's like, whoa, what's going on there? And she's like, why do I have horns on my head? And so she walks in and she's like, Mom, I have horns on my head. And she's like, yeah, we're part of the Demon Clan.
The Dark Clan.
The Dark Clan.
The darkness.
Don't you feel the darkness flowing through you? And she's like, no.
In fact, because of these horns on my head that are weighing me down, and, you know, I actually kind of feel weaker, if anything. I think the part that cracked me up is, like, every time her attention would start to drift, her mom would grab her by the horns and jank her head, like, back to look at her. And she would say, like, the same three words every time. Like, I forget what they were, like something, velocity, some weird words. It's just random fucking words, but they're funny.
I'm ready to die.
Damn it.
Okay, so yeah, she instructs her that her demon powers have appeared, and they had their family has a curse placed on them by the Clan of Light.
We have to do it like the robotic ghost of Christmas Past from the future from Aqua Teen. Thousands of years ago.
I didn't watch Aqua Teen.
Oh, you suck. So you suck.
I never got into it. I didn't like it.
You suck. Anyway, continue. My apologies. So they got their power sealed away?
I only thought that the guy wearing the wife beater was entertaining.
Carl.
Just because he wore a wife beater.
An undershirt?
Yeah. His fucking chest hair just flowing out.
I hate the fact that like as I grow older, I'm looking more and more like Carl. It pisses me off.
You're okay, man. I went to the store the other day, and there's a dude wearing a wife beater, and he was the hairiest.
An undershirt.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
My nephew said it today too. He's like, I gotta walk to the store, but I gotta put this wife beater on first. Yeah, so he was the hairiest guy I've ever seen. I was like, wow, is that a shrub in the store?
Anyway,
yeah. So she got to murderize a magical girl to lift the $400 per month curse on their family.
I love the specific name. It's the $400 per month curse. And sometimes they had a dollar sign. They didn't have a yen sign.
Yeah.
It was the $400 per month curse.
Same thing, really.
But still.
What would that be in yen? 40,000?
Something like that.
400,000?
40,000.
Yeah, I think 400,000.
No, you just add... Yeah, you add two zeros.
Two zeros.
So yeah, you're right. Yeah, 40,000, yeah.
400,000.
No, two zeros. So 40,000.
4 million.
No!
40 million.
Okay.
Okay.
So apparently, when the Light Clan cursed the Dark Clan, they just cursed them into poverty.
Yeah, apparently.
and that's why they live in a shitty apartment with, like, barely any food.
Like, they don't even have enough money to buy rice, which, okay, you could get, like, a 20-pound bag of rice for,
Yeah, because I was confused. They had like a whole stew of something else in there. I don't know what it was, but...
I mean, I have a bag of rice. I just use it to hit people with, but I don't eat this stuff.
So she goes off on her adventure to kill a magical girl.
Yeah, she's got to go kill that magical girl.
And give the blood to the dildo statue.
Yeah, she has to sprinkle the blood on the dildo statue that her mother was using as a doorstop.
The sacred demon statue. That holds the spirit of their ancestors.
They're not sacrilegious at all.
No.
Yeah, so she does encounter a magical girl, but it's very quickly apparent that she's no match for her. And that it's going to be a mistake for her to try to kill her.
Because Truck-kun shows up to try and take her
to another world.
to Isekai Yuko, but the magical girl goes, "No, this is not an isekai," with one hand, and defeats Truck-kun.
They did have a humorous segment in there where they're showing the transformation.
With a timer!
And it took her 1/100th of a second to actually transform.
I love that they actually had to point out that this transformation took 1/100th of a second. Right, 10, 100. Was it 100 or 1,000?
Yeah, 100.
Sure it was 100? Okay.
0.01. 100.
I thought it was 0.001.
Tens, hundreds, thousands.
I know, but I thought it was 0.001.
0.01.
Was it? Okay.
It's 0.0100.
Oh, that's okay. That's why I was dyslexicing that. Got it. Okay. But it was funny that they had that countdown. That was good. Or count up, rather.
Yeah, because you see these transformations like every episode in Magical Girl shows, and it's always like, why do these guys just stand there and watch them?
I think Robot Chicken had one of the greatest skits ever, where they did a Sailor Moon sketch, and like the villain's just sort of like, so do I, do I wait or what do I? And then after the transformation's over, he's like gotten all like hot over it.
Yeah,
he's got like a honking boner, and then it like shows Queen Beryl. She's watching it from her sphere.
You know what? She just turned me gay.
Then Queen Beryl's got a boner too, and she's like, "Oh, anime is weird." But so I love it that not only does the magical girl save her, but then takes pity on her and gives her food.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
Yeah, so I think this show is not going to be about her trying to kill her, but instead it's going to be like Gabriel Dropout and Joshin-chan, where they all befriend each other.
Oh yeah,
and have hilarious hijinks.
Because like I love when they meet up at school the next day. I love her friends. Her friends are like, "Hey, check that shit out! You got horns."
You know what? That one friend of hers, I didn't say while we were watching it because I was like half asleep, but she looks like Homura from Madoka. Just a little bit.
If Homura cut her hair, maybe.
She looks like her.
I
Trust me.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I love her friends all like, it's like having horns would be like super efficient. You just hang your umbrella and your bag on him while you leave your hands free to continue eating.
Yeah, they hang stuff on her horns. It's like, oh man, my traps aren't tough enough.
Well, what made me laugh at first? She's like, oh wait, check that out, it worked. She's like, oh, check that out. And then all of a sudden she's like, crunk. But then, like, she's like, oh yeah, there was a magical girl. And she's like, the fuck? Does everyone know this but me? Oh yeah, I went to middle school with her. She's, here, I'll take you to her class. And they go over and she's like, comes over and she's just completely like, I don't know why I'm out here. Sort of like she just takes pity on it. Like, she can tell that this...
You're no match for me, so...
So I'm not even gonna bother. Like, I love it because, like, she goes to... Like, she does this, like, like, just flail attack, like, ah!
It's like every high school fight I've ever watched.
Yeah. And she's like, so is that it?
That it?
Or,
you need to work on your technique there.
Oh, she's like, your technique, your form,
Maybe you should get a gun.
It's like, maybe you should try projectiles. It's like, why didn't you even try to dodge my attacks? Because I didn't feel I needed to. But like, it's just, and then she begins to like help her with her form. Like, here, this is how you throw a punch. Hold up, and you put your thumb out here, and you sort of put your whole weight into the, and you shoulder, you lock your arm out, and it's like, so do it. Like, try it. You should aim for like the chin, the throat, or the stomach. So like, do it. Show me.
Yeah, it's like any martial arts. Just aim for the chin or the solar plexus. I mean, there are more targets, but
yeah. But it's funny because it was a fun episode.
Yeah, it was.
It got me laughing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know. I kind of want to keep watching it.
I want to see them introduce more characters. There's another girl in the opening.
Yeah.
I don't know how she fits.
The one with like the
but
big orange on her head or whatever on the side of her head.
Sure.
That's what it looked like. She had a big orange on the side of her. Like,
I'm very forgetful right now.
So yeah, that was Demon Girl Next Door. Any final thoughts on that?
I'm not ready to die.
God damn it! Moving on. Coming up next is Mommy Isekai, because I'm not going to say that full name because that's ridiculous. Oh boy, we begin the interviews with Mommy.
Yes.
And this, Jesus Christ,
this is exactly as I predicted. This game was just a scheme for her to hook her son up with a girl and get a wife. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But she interviews all three of the girls that Masato picked, and she rejects all of them outright. It's like, oh, you just get off on killing people. Nope. Oh, your hobby is stealing from people. Nope. And the cleric, she just says no because she's an elf.
Yeah,
it's like,
she's racist against elves.
That's fucking speciesist. The fuck?
Well, you're an elf.
I don't even know what an elf is.
My son is not going to date any of them. They're elves.
Well, it's funny because she doesn't even know what one is.
But she don't like them.
She don't like it. She don't like it. So they go through another round of people, and we get Porter. Porter. I love Porter.
Which is a merchant class
non-combatant
who Momoko desperately wants to marry her son.
Because I love she calls her a walking coupon.
Yeah, a walking coupon.
Because she gets
you're like a walking coupon because you get discounts.
Discounts on all shops and it ends. She has she was given a magical bag that she can hold 300 of any item despite weight.
She could craft items.
Despite size or weight, she can fit 300 items in that bag. And she can craft and appraise any item.
Yeah, but she's a non-combatant.
Yes. And she apologizes profusely for everything. Because she's one of those tropes. But Momoko...
I mean, we do know their party makeup, so they don't really... I mean, she could get away with being a non-combatant.
Well, yeah, when you have a level 1 with 400, fucking 400 strength, I don't think you need another combatant.
They have 2 melee fighters, a mage, and they have...
Well, we haven't met the mage yet.
Okay.
So Mama... Actually, both of them were like, yeah.
I think you can join our party.
Thumbs up for both of us.
You're going to marry my son, right?
It's like, that's right.
He's like, what? No!
That's funny, because it's like, you could totally join our party and be a bride for my son. And at first, Masa's
like, yeah, I'll be her bride. I'll be his bride.
Yeah, he's like, yes, we got us a bride. And he's like, wait, no, that's a party member, damn it. And then they're like going through like the sheets, and like there's the one with like the mage girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh god, I can just tell from the way she looks. Her picture here is like she's totally stuck up, and will probably like throw spells around like willy nilly and totally drain her own MP and hurt her own party, and blah blah blah.
Sounds like another mage we know, Megumi, but they went in a different direction.
Yes, because at first he's like, yeah, we're not even going to answer this one. We're going to chuck it up and throw it away. But every time he tries to crumble the paper, it just comes back out to perfect.
Well, they did cut to a still of Lena inverse.
Oh, they did. They did. Wait, that wasn't it? I thought it was Slayers, but
yeah, Lena. Lena Inverse is the main character of Slayers.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Do you know how long it's been since I've seen Slayers, dude? I don't remember any names for that show. That was, dude.
Go watch Slayers. It's hilarious.
It is, yeah. But it's been fucking forever. I don't remember anyone in that show. But
my favorite moment from that show is where this dude's begging for mercy, and they hit him anyway. And he's like, "But I was begging for mercy." I spoiled it though.
Yeah,
nobody will watch the show.
It's worth watching though. I mean, the animation is of its time, but I mean,
it's not bad.
It's of its time though. It's different. It is very different.
This is very different from now.
But so he's
trying to get rid of this paper.
So as the paper can't be destroyed, he's like, "Fine, I'll just do this." Then he throws it on the ground and stamps on it.
And the paper's like, "Oh my god, ow!" And
he's like, the fuck?" And it poofs into her. Like, it transforms into her. And it's like, "You motherfucker!" And then she's got the big boot print across the eye.
Yeah, so she had polymorphed into a piece of paper, her application,
yes.
A picture and everything.
Yep.
And he stepped on her, and this pissed her off. I mean, rightfully so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, come on. He didn't know. It's not his fault.
Yeah, it is.
He just thought it was paper.
He didn't want her at the party. He's like, God, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, at the bottom of her application is, you better hire me for your party, otherwise I will spam cast a death spell on you over and over again.
He's like, no.
So, she gets mad and she teleports the two of them outside the city. So that she can stamp on his face.
She's like, "I got you now."
And then he basically goes,
he's like, "Oh god, no."
So wait, so you just turned yourself into a piece of paper because you were desperate to get into our party? And she's like, "How did you? I mean, no." And so he's like, "Okay, come here." And he sits on the grass and pats it. "Here, sit down with me. We'll talk." And she sits down right next to it. "Not so close. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, he's got a real phobia of these girls. Well, this girl in particular.
Well, this is where the anime made me groan. I'm like, oh god damn it, here we go. I guess I should have known from the brawl of infinite holding, but as
with like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, episode 1.
Yeah, as she's stomping on his face, we get ourselves a good 30 seconds of him staring up her skirt, so we get to look at her.
30 seconds. It's just like a 2 or 3 second shot.
It's still
she's turning away.
They linger on it though, and we get to stare at her panties for a little while.
Okay, so it's an obvious focus of this show, and they're really going all out on the fan service.
This episode specifically is, if I wasn't any doubt, this episode's definitely like, he has doubts. Let's get rid of those.
Yeah. So what's her name again?
Wise.
Yeah. So we get a real good look at Wise's striped panties,
blue and white.
Which I like the angle at first when she stepped on his foot.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Frozen, which some people hate the movie, some people love it, but when she's singing that song "Let It Go" and she stamps down, it kind of does a camera angle upwards. Like,
oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
This camera angle is just signifying strength.
Yeah, but then she goes to turn, and then it's like
and then you get a real good shot,
and it shows Masato's eyeball like widen, and it's
like, oh,
and it's like the camera pans back, and it's like, oh, yep, there's the panty shot. But then it doesn't stop there. When she sits down on the grass,
she's a real good look at her panties.
Yeah, she sits with her knees up and out, so it's just, or her knees are in, but her feet are out. So we get to like, yep, there's the blue and white stripes, which stick out very heavily against her, red and black and brown outfit.
There was one shot while they're sitting there talking on the hill, which it just seemed like empty space to me, like they were wasting space.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I was so distracted. I was like, should I really complain?
So, they actually did. Long story short,
they start explaining.
Yeah, that's
exposition.
Yeah, it's like she goes, wait, don't you? He's complaining that his mom is in the game with him, and she goes, don't you know what this genre of game is?
Yeah, so the King last episode told us what genre it is.
It's an MMORPG.
Which I can't remember exactly
I can't
what it
either.
was, but it's something
if you send me a screenshot, I'll put it up there.
But it's something about bonding with your mom.
Yeah.
And he's like, Are you just fucking trolling me? Are you?
He's like, because the win condition of this game to be able to send home is to bond with one's mother.
Yeah, I think they mean bond in a very different sense than what we got in this episode.
Oh, god damn it. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. So, back at the inn, Mamako?
Yeah, Mamako.
Mamako's trying to find...
That's easy. You just have to remember.
I can't remember if it was Ko or To.
Yeah, Mamako.
Mamako, okay. She's I need to find my son, and learns a new spell. A skill, rather. It's like, Mother... what's
Mother's Fang.
What was the name of the info girl?
Oh, Shirase?
Yeah, Shirase goes, he's like, just pray, ask for help from Mother Earth, because she is also a mother, and she will give you the power to find your son. Probably!
Yeah, so, Mamako learns a new skill, which every mother has.
Which allows her to find her son and interrupt whatever he's doing, no matter where he is or what he's doing. So
I'm just gonna assume, you ever watched that episode of The Fairly Odd Parents, where, if you ever watched it...
I did.
Where the dad knocks on the kid's door, and he's like, what was the kid's name, Jimmy?
Timmy.
He's like, Timmy, I'm knocking on your door to let you know that your privacy's blah blah blah, but I'm opening the door anyway. Just do it so I
love that shit. I love that shit.
If they do not take the opportunity to put that in there, I'm gonna be disappointed, because like every parent does that.
Absolutely.
It's like, why did I close my door again?
I think every parent in the universe does this. It's just like, just like, hey, I'm coming in.
Coming in.
They're like, or what's even worse is when they're knocking on the door as they're opening it.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Don't even bother knocking. Why are you doing it? You're just barging in anyway. So, I love because the girl, Wise, gets thrown in jail for potential player killing.
I think this is a mistake.
And
I think there should be plenty of player killing in this MMORPG.
Yeah. There's like 4 or 5 M's in there.
I'll just put 20. Okay.
And we can sound like Mrs. Robinson from Gumball, if you ever watched that show. But, so they go off on their first adventure together. As a party of 4. Yes, adventurizing.
Oh, yeah. This entrance to this dungeon does not seem like a good idea.
It's literally a hole in the ground.
It's just a fucking hole in the ground. Under a tree.
And as Momoko begins to fall in because the ground gives way beneath her, for some reason both Masato and Wise each grab one of her breasts. No. It's like, okay, that was just fucking unnecessary, but
they have put the entire show's budget into Momoko's bust.
They did. And when she goes down there, by cheering everyone on and trying to get everyone's hopes up, because no one can see, it's all dark and they don't know what's going on, she then begins to glow. It's called Mother's Glow.
Wise the Mage does not have, like, continual light or any spell that will provide light.
Yeah, she doesn't have... It's like she doesn't have any, what are those level 1 spells, level 0 spells called?
Cantrips.
Cantrips. She has no cantrips, apparently. So they go and they, if you're keeping count, Time to Slime, for Dragon Quest fans, is about, 1 episode plus a half another one, so about...
1.5 episodes.
Yeah, so about 33 minutes is Time to Slime. And, they find a horde of slimes where every fucking time Wise tries to use a spell, they cast Mute on her.
Like, why would, like, level 1 slimes have a silence spell?
I don't know.
She just goes in and she's trying to cast a spell, and apparently she doesn't have, like, an accessory or anything that prevents being silenced.
Nope.
So she gets silenced and is useless, like Megumin.
And then Momoko just goes, "Got this!" And murders all of them.
Oh yeah, then Porter points out, she's like, Wise can't talk. And he's like, yeah, we know that, you don't have to point it out. So they're kind of like throwing shade on every show that's like pointing out the obvious.
Yep. And so Porter goes to pick up all the drops. She goes to loot the drops, and as she's doing so, more slimes start coming down.
CG slimes.
Yep, and they all form into one giant CG slime.
Yes, the king slime.
Sure.
But not king slime.
Yeah. And then it shoots ooze that only works on women.
Only works on mothers that we know of so far.
Because Masato points out, why isn't it doing it to my clothes?
Yeah, so him and Momoko get totally slimed.
Because like Momoko's gonna get hit by it, and he tries to jump in to protect her. He like grabs her and tries to, push her out of the way, but they still both get slimed, and it.
Like I don't have a problem with fan service at all.
Yeah, but I mean, when it's mother-son thing like this, it's just so gross.
Like he gets grossed out too. He's like,
I know,
because he's like, what the fuck? This isn't even melting my clothes, and
yeah, it melts clothes. That's what it does.
It melts all of Momoko's clothes, and she's
and
totally
underwear.
In the buff. And
I love how she had
Blu-ray discs
she
are
had
gonna
to
be interesting as fuck. I can tell you that much.
When she tries to after Masato slips about 30 times back into her breasts over and over again, she finally he rolls off her, and she rolls over to try and get up on all fours, and it starts sliming her pants, and she's like, "Oh no, I was wearing a."
She's like, "I was wearing a thong today." Like, okay, you're why? There's only women in this show. Like, I don't think she's gay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's just
this was unnecessary. Like, I get the feeling that they definitely wanted to do these scenes.
Yeah.
With her.
They didn't add anything.
And
she still ends up one-hit KOing it anyway.
It's kind of unnecessary. It just traumatizes Masato.
Yeah.
And we could have gotten a different fan service scene, because they like almost every anime does the beach and or hot springs episode.
Yeah.
And
when this show does it too, you know what we're gonna get. We even see that also is in the opening credits too.
The Blu-rays are gonna be uncensored.
Well, a lot of dudes with Oedipus complexes are gonna be buying those.
Oedipus is coming from 200 BC. He got the DeLorean and he's coming. He's like, yeah, I heard about this show.
I knew this show would come to pass one day.
I knew it.
I knew people would
victory.
So people would come to respect my complex with the respect it deserves. Yes, we all love our mothers. Yeah.
Like, I would try not to let it bother me. Like, I think she's like a 10 out of 10, but
I think she looks incredibly young for her age too.
She does look incredibly good. She's like 35 to 40.
Has to be if she's an NES generation, as
NES
they put it last time.
And I think this is like a welcome change from the normal kind of thing that anime does, where they use little girls.
You know what? I will give it that. I will see. At least it's a grown adult consenting human being. It's
not really consent.
It's still a grown adult human being. Then it's still that, but it's the mother-son thing that just sometimes it makes me feel very gross to be watching this. Even if Masato looked grossed out himself. It isn't like there was something that promoting as if it's like, oh, this is so hot. But it's like,
most of the time I get the feeling that the show is just throwing shade at other shows.
Yes.
And I feel like this was supposed to be a moment like that, because you have the way Masato reacts.
Yes.
And this was really more just for the viewer.
Yeah, that's what it's funny. It's equal parts and also equal parts
yeah!
Because Masato is like, seriously, stop it! You're trying to traumatize your son? What's wrong with you? Because she one-hits KOs the monster, and then does this jump into the air pose.
Zero shame in this. She's covering up her tits, but
no, she stops covering up her tits when she jumps up.
But she has the conveniently placed hair.
Yeah.
So
it's it's like, oh my god.
So yeah, we're probably gonna. Well, not probably. We're definitely gonna get more of this in this show.
Yeah.
Because
they find a dead Shirase.
Yeah, the dead Shirase in a coffin, obvious.
Dressed as a nun.
Obvious call to Dragon Quest.
Yep.
and she's dead. The coffin opens up, and she's like...
So Wise revives her, and she goes...
I mean, the mages in Dragon Quest do from time to time get resurrected spells, but...
Yeah, sometimes.
I wonder what kind of mage Wise is.
I think she was a sage, wasn't she?
She says she's a sage, but I don't know what the fuck that entails. Is she like...
Well,
is she like a controller,
she's like a red mage. Like a Final Fantasy red mage.
I don't know what she does. I really don't know what she does.
They said what she does. She does healing and attack magic. She can do both.
Is she like Doctor Strange, where he controls the environment, or?
No, she is a red mage. She does offensive black magic and healing white magic. She can do both. That's her deal. That's her shtick.
Okay. But we know we're getting a cleric. But anyway,
we'll see what happens. But well, I mean, they say that's what she does. But then again, she
doesn't have any utility spells either.
She had silence.
That's more of an offensive spell.
That was more debuffage.
Debuffs are offensive.
Yeah, but there's still utility.
Nah, but utility is like making something bigger by enlarging it or shrinking it, or
it's still an augmentation spell.
Enchanting.
Yeah.
Putting lights on people's heads.
Okay, fine. But yeah, they basically revive Shirase, and
if she learns a light spell, she needs to just put the light like we used to do this in Dungeons.
Yeah, we did. I know you're going.
We would cast the light on Featherhoof's head, his character's head.
Yep. Dicks. But anyway, Shirase gives them a new quest, and they have to go from Mamodia to another thing that has like mountain.
Another thing that has to do with mobs.
And they will find a new quest there. But apparently, according to like the next time bit, the next time preview, apparently they're going to find clothes because underwear is armor.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I think they're going to be pokey shade at that whole trope of the female armor.
I hope so. I hope they do. Because, like I said, I mean, people like you even hear me bitching and stuff, and they're like, "Why did they put it at number 2?" It made me laugh. Like I said, it was still funny. It was gross, but it was funny.
Yeah, I really enjoy this show, despite its flaws.
I think it's funny because yes, those things are in your face. The whole the things that make you cringe and make you feel gross for watching, but then they immediately start to poke fun at that thing, and I think that's the redeeming factor of the show. And I'd like it for that.
I mean, of course, if it's not your cup of tea, then it's not your cup of tea.
Oh, I also forgot, Porter actually does help get an outfit for Momoko.
Oh, yeah, she gets... I like how she just, darted up to her and it was like... you
ever seen, if you ever played an MMO, when you've already done a quest, but someone else is doing it, and, they're now interacting with a thing that you can't see because it's not there?
Yeah.
So, and you're to you, they're just on open space, just going. That's what it was like. Porter just goes up. It's and it's then there's clothes on Momoko. Oh, there's an apron.
Well, an apron's better than nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a funny show. It does crack me up. But like I said, it does make me groan a lot. The way I feel about the show is so weird.
Get over it at this point.
I think I am. I don't know. Can somebody grow
unless it goes into
time?
super offensive territory.
Yeah. Like I said, this isn't it's
which I don't think it's going.
Yeah, it's not like a promotion of anything here. It's actually making fun of it. It's not like some anime where it's it's okay to bang your sister as long as you're not blood related. It's not.
Which is like every anime ever.
Which, it's not something disgusting like that.
But she's not blood related.
Like I said, it's at least making fun of these. It is making fun of these things, but they still show it, which makes me go, "Ah, damn it, come on!"
It makes me go too, because my sister's a half sister, and I'm like, what? That's not attractive at all.
So that was this week on Mommy Isekai, because I refuse to say the whole name, which actually me saying that every time is probably longer than the full name.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, MILF Isekai, Mom Isekai.
So
everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. So with that, let's go ahead and any final thoughts?
This is a 15 out of 10 show.
But
I know what I'm looking for.
I know what you were looking for.
And it's not Shishio's way.
No. So let's find out what ended up in our number 1 spot this week.
Finally, we arrive at Astra Lost in Space.
Yes, does.
So they're still figuring out that there is a traitor amongst them, but they can't figure out who it is. Gesundheit.
Salute.
Salute. I don't know anymore.
Curse you! Curse you! I curse you! But, anyway, Astra, I'm sorry?
Yeah, so in Astra and Lost in Space, they can't figure out who the traitor is because the traitor will not come forward.
Yeah, like,
if there is a traitor.
Kanata is, like, walking around like he's assessing everybody.
He's like, he doesn't have that, inference that Shishio has.
You know, I bet if we put Shishio in this episode...
Yeah, Shishio... It's that person right there because of the dust on the wall.
there was this one fingerprint smudge in this innocuous place, and I was totally able to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Someone... I heard a burp once.
I heard a burp, and...
Obviously the killer is blah blah blah, because blah blah blah. But no, Kanata doesn't have that kind of, deductive reasoning, quote unquote.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb right now. If there is a traitor, it's either going to be...
it's one of the Sasuke's. Let's just be honest, this is one of the Sasuke's.
No, one of the Sasuke's, which is the, what's her name, Yunwa. Mm-hmm. That's one of my suspects, and then the other suspect is the pink hair girl.
Oh, you think?
Yes.
The main chick?
Yes, because...
Ares?
Yes. I would justify this by saying that she does all those journal entries.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be cool if, like, later down the line, she's doing a journal entry and she's like, "Dear diary, today I killed blah blah blah."
I guess maybe. I don't know. I'm still saying it's either Yunwa or
I mean, it's an idea, but
Ulgar.
I think it's either Yunwa or her.
I think it's Yunwa.
I mean, Luger Code can be the traitor.
What?
You know
What?
Luger Code.
What?
It's a terrible anime. What's his name? Like Lugo or something?
Ulgar.
Lugar?
Ulgar.
Ulgar, yeah. Ulgar, Luger.
Oh god. That makes so much more sense now thinking of the end of the episode. Damn it.
What?
And if his name is an anagram for Luger. Well, not really, but I mean still. It's spelled differently, but...
But anyway, where was I?
Kanata's walking around the ship trying to figure out who's the likely suspect.
He doesn't have any leads. He does suspect Ulgar because he comes out of some room with tools, and he's like...
Well, he doesn't come. He comes out of there with a briefcase. Like there's just like it's just a strange case that he has that he won't open. He won't open or say what's in there.
He's like, "Bro, I'll swing that way." Get away from me, Kanata.
I haven't had, you know, because like Kanata's all like, "We're companions." He repeats the same thing Ares said to him like 5 minutes earlier. It's like, "We're companions. Come on."
He's like, "No, I don't." No.
Bro, I haven't had companions for 15 years. Fuck off.
Itachi killed all my companions. So I also don't think that it's Kitieri.
Yeah.
Because she's actually helping people. I mean, I guess she could be really diabolic and like, "Oh, I'm a serial killer. I'm gonna heal you." And I also don't think it's the blonde-haired biologist kid, Chance? Charse. I'm just gonna call him Chance. Because he could have killed everybody with the food.
He could have, yeah.
He hasn't yet.
I don't know. I can't see the little girl doing it, but unless Gibo or whatever that was.
Bigo.
Unless Bigo
Maybe she's a fucking psycho.
Maybe Gibo is controlling her.
Yeah, Bigo is controlling her. She doesn't have any, you know.
She's like Ginny Weasley from Chamber of Secrets with the diary.
Yeah, she doesn't have any control. It was all Bigo the whole time.
Yep. But
that would be a great plot twist. Nobody suspected me, the hand puppet. What?
Except for everyone who ever read a Goosebumps novel in their life.
Just like, what?
But so they're. Does this happen before? Oh yeah, I think I can't remember why they just decide. They just Zach, who we've been calling Anime Spock, Zach Woka.
Sakuwaka,
He-
200 IQ.
Yeah, he like gives Kanata a look at, and he's like, okay, all right, I gotta tell everybody,
I'm gonna tell you,
there's a traitor among us.
there's a traitor. And Kitieri has a meltdown.
Yes, she does.
She's like, I can't be on a ship with a fucking serial killer. So, my question is this supposed to be like a death game or something? Are we going to start losing people?
I don't know.
Like, I'm afraid to read the source material or
Then don't.
do anything if it's going to spoil that, you know...
Of course it's going to spoil...
I'm on 4 hours of sleep. That's my defense. I said that I was going to, like, ramble incoherently, and...
Yeah, there it was. We got it. All right.
Say Kitieri turns up dead
Okay.
in the next episode.
Kitieri turns up dead in the next episode.
God damn you. Okay,
You told me to do it. What the hell?
So if Kitieri ends up dead in the next episode, we're gonna have like a murder mystery on our hands, and I'm gonna be way more invested in this show than I otherwise would have. Or nobody dies at the end, and there wasn't a traitor or anything, and it was just a what?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm still interested, to be perfectly honest. But I think the weird thing is that right after Kitieri has this meltdown, and everyone starts looking at each other like, "Ooh, who is it?" Like everyone's starting to suspect everyone. Then like Charles comes in or is like, "Hey, we should have snacks and everything, and we should talk over snacks." And everyone goes, "Yay, snacks!" And it's sort of like nothing happened. They just start eating their cereal bars, and it's just like, okay, we all got cereal bars.
So yeah, like Charles is like a 10 out of 10 cook. He could do anything.
Yes.
Even though, as Kanata stated, the names you give things, it just sounds weird.
Oh yeah, he earlier he gave him and Aries like some like really nice looking food, but like he called the first like the steak is like, you know, I gave, you know, this is a lightly basted turgon
steak.
such and such steak with such and such, and then with a side of like strangely weird, he gives us some stupid weird name. But as they're having this little like makeup session with cereal bars, an explosion happens. A mini little explosion in the cabin.
Yeah, their water pipe busts or something, and it's vacating air from. Okay, whatever.
It's because there was a hole in the wall in the hall.
And they're like, "Oh God, the murderers come to get us!" And then what was it?
It was Charles who found it.
It was Charles.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, we just got hit by some rocks, dude."
It's like, we got some meteors, and then like.
Is an actual thing in space because
Yeah.
these rocks that, you know, if you're going, that's one of the obstacles with space travel is that you got like specks of dust going 20,000 miles per hour that are gonna rip holes through your ship.
And if your defunctor malfunctions,
Yeah, your defunctor.
Ares refers to the deflectors as the defunctors.
This is why I think. This is why I suspect her, because she says the defunctors.
You know, remember last episode, the girl who
This was a Freudian slip by her.
I mean, the girl in the last episode who said she had a photographic memory. You know, Zach just said that it was the deflector shield, and then she screws it up by calling it a defunctor shield.
She also said that she's an honor student.
My suspension of belief on that one, that's stretched really fucking
She
thin.
says fucking defunctors when she's an honors. No.
Well, she screwed up words a lot in the last two episodes too.
Which is why it leads me to believe that it might be her. It might be.
Oh, that's right. I remember why they decided to tell them to tell them it was a traitor, because they started talking about like why, you know, the possibilities of why they were there and how it happened and everything like that. Because like what was it? Oh, I just had it in my head and I lost it. They started going on about about how they all conveniently like, oh, you know, Ares was conveniently transferred in June, which is the exact same time
yeah, they talk about this master plan that's going on.
Yeah, like Kitieri's stepsister, you know, was brought to their family exactly in June, the same time.
This is why I think the show's so interesting now.
Yeah, like there's a mysterious man in sunglasses that the little girl saw in the orphanage. He's like, transfer her to B5 and illuminate them all. You know, and it's like, yeah.
And Kanata figures out, oh, he meant eradicate us all.
Or eliminate.
Yeah, eliminate us all. So this is a kill them all scheme, or
Yeah. It's
maybe they're doing a reverse Shishio where their interest is just bad.
Possibly. And that's when Kanata and Zack decide to tell everyone to, because like what's his face? Because they were like, oh, maybe it was the principal. It was the principal, and like Ulgar comes in. He's like,
I'm the son of the vice principal.
He's like, oh, so it's probably you. He's like, no, I doubt it, because my father fucking hates me. And it's I'm pretty sure he'd be glad if I were to fucking die out here.
Yeah, he's like, my dad's a dick. Can't be me.
So anyway, like, as the meteor went through and like shit's breaking left and right. Gravity, air's flowing out through the hole, water's all busted up. And then they find out that they're got caught into the planet's gravitational pull and being sucked down towards it. So lots of bad have happened.
What's the art student's name?
Luca.
So Luca Blight fixes the hole in the pipe with a glue gun
that he invented.
Yeah.
That just straight up is a gun that shoots glue. Like, that's not a joke. It is straight up a gun that, like, bang bang, that shoots glue.
We had to not suspend our disbelief on this one because they go down to fix the generator or the gravity thing because it's not working.
Yeah, because
they had to hook up they had to use extension cords to hook up a generator to the gravity generator.
Yeah, from
to get it working.
Like basically all the way across the ship.
Which Ares tells them about.
She does.
Her survival is on the line.
Well, not just her. Ulgar does too. She tells them about. She's like, I saw a backup generator in storage, and Ulgar goes, and I saw a bunch of extension cables in storage.
Yeah, so they're able to get it back online, but it's like, I'm not turning on because there's a bird in here.
There's a little alien bird.
How the fuck did the bird get on there in the first place? How did they not notice it?
Easy, dude. Birds get into buildings all the time, and they sat there on the first planet with the stairs part, the tray.
This is a fucking alien bird. If watching shows and movies about outer space exploration has taught me anything, this would be a murderous bird that kills everyone.
But so they can't catch it. So Ulgar comes in, and he's just like,
man, I'm a crack shot.
Yeah, Luca, give me your glue gun. And he refigures it into death mode. He like, and then he's like, you two, hold me still. And he marksmans this fucking bird with a glue gun.
I've used a glue gun plenty of times.
Me too, yes.
Glue guns do not work this way.
Granted, but I've never used a glue gun that looked like an actual fucking gun.
If a gun could actually spurt out hot glue like this, that bird was not having a fun time.
No! I think it's dead. I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Maybe. Probably.
But yeah, they're able to pull the ship out of its free fall at the last fucking second. It's like the bomb that's counting down, and they snip the wire at 1 second left.
Yeah, there's tension.
Yes. And like, oh, we're all best friends.
We did it.
Yeah, none of us could possibly be the murderer because we all just worked so hard to save each other's lives and blah blah blah. Actually, there was that scene with Yunhua where she gets the water in her mouth and then she starts to suffocate and stuff like that, and she has that flashback of her mother. That was like kind of like, oh Jesus Christ, what a bitch of a mom you had.
Which Lynn's, she's an unstable girl. So.
Yeah. It's like, if you can't do anything right, just stay out of the fucking way. It's like,
so
Jesus.
she was about to drown on some water that flew into her mouth during that whole sequence, and then Kietier saved her.
Could you do that? I know it's like Zero G's different.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, I'm confused by that part. Would that work that way? Like if in Zero G you just went face first into a globular of water, would you have a hard time swallowing it or choking it up? Because like Kietier had to like save her by like putting a rag in her mouth to like suck it up. It was. I don't. Is that true? Is that a thing? I'm actually asking you guys. I'm serious. I'm curious.
I feel like once you get it in your mouth, your muscles will be able to take over.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, but apparently not in Yunhwa's case.
She's just weak.
Yeah. So they save themselves. They're all like, "Oh man, we're all best friends because we all saved the day." And man, thank that Ulgar guy. Man, he must have been one hell of a marksman back on Earth. And then it shows Zack's like, Zach's all like, well, that's kind of impossible because, like, all
guns have been banned for 100 years. What are you talking about?
And then it shows Ulgar back in his room, and he opens up that mysterious case, and there's a gun.
So if Ulgar's not the murderer, he's not gonna get murdered because he's gonna murder the murderer?
Or, here's the thing.
Or the murderer finds the gun.
I was just about to say that. What if he found the gun? Like, by possibility, maybe he's not the murderer. Let's take that for... maybe he's not the murderer.
Yeah, what if he just found it?
He found the gun.
It was on the ship to begin with.
He didn't look happy when he opened that case. He looked petrified when he opened the case. Like, when he was opening it, it showed him and he looked terrified. And he opened it and there was the gun sitting in there. What if he found it and is like, I need to hide this. I need to keep it away from whoever brought this on board. What if he's actually the secret hero?
Could be. Could be.
That's what I'm thinking.
He has to save the day from either Yunhua or Ares.
But
what if there's more than one murderer and they're working together?
There we go. But what if and who wants to bet dimes to donuts? Someone's gonna find the gun in Ulgar's room and go, Ulgar was, and there's gonna be the big misunderstanding, and because he's all antisocial and everything, he's not gonna try and prove his innocence. He's gonna do things to make it worse.
That could be a thing too.
No, that's no could be. That's gonna be. You can almost guarantee that's gonna be a thing.
So, my hope, and this is a terrible hope, is that somebody dies next episode.
I think fourth episode is too soon. I think by sixth episode we should have a death if there's gonna be.
If there's gonna be.
I think if we don't have one by sixth, there's not gonna be. But either that.
I don't know that.
Well.
They have a complete party wipe in the last episode.
I was just about to say. I mean, I think by the end, this is just another prediction. I could be totally wrong. I think final episode, Kanata's going to do something that sacrifices himself to save everybody.
We'll see.
Following in his sensei's footsteps.
We'll see if it's that kind of show or if we've just entirely misread it.
Well, obviously we're not Shishio, so we can't,
Yeah, we're not Shishio, so we don't have these divination powers that he has.
Professor Trelawney would really love this kid.
He's like, A plus? Well, what's above A plus?
Well, in Hogwarts, I think the highest grade was.
They had different grades.
Yeah, it was A for acceptable, E for exceeds expectations. And O was the highest level for outstanding. Yeah. He gets an O in divination. Motherfucker, Dave Shishio.
Should be like, man, that Shishio kid. He knows what he's talking about.
Apparently. So that was Astra Lost in Space.
Could you imagine playing Clue with this kid?
No, because you couldn't. Like, you'd set up the board. You would take.
He just put it in the packet. He wouldn't see. He's like. Yeah, it was the professor in the library with the candlestick. Like, what?
God damn it! Like, no, you would have to make one move because he can't infer anything from nothing. There has to be something stupidly innocuous, like he inferred all of that from footprints. So that has to be like you move with dice in that game, don't you? Yeah. You roll the dice, you move your little character, and he went since you moved 3 spaces down and 3 left. That means it was Colonel
Mustard.
Colonel
Sanders.
Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick, and just the guy who knows the secret just goes, motherfucker.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying this show.
I am too.
I hope it goes the direction that we're inferring, and we're not bad Shishios. So, yeah.
We'll see what happens. But for now, that was the anime we watched this week, so I think it's time we got going. And that was Anime Week for summer 2019, number 3. It pains me that something like Dr. Stone and Vinland dropped so hard this week.
Yeah.
Because those are the
shows. Those are good shows.
Those are the ones I'm the most excited for this season. It's so pissing me off.
They had like these interim episodes of this complete fucking maniac.
Fucking Shishio, man. I think he's gonna be one of those things that we have, like, every season of anime, we always have that one thing that carries over. Like, do we just keep going on it forever? I think that Shishio's just masterful inferences, his divination skills are just gonna be the joke of this fucking season. I mean, if they keep it up, that's stupid! That's fucking stupid, man!
We'll see what he does next episode.
We'll see what.
Like,
yeah.
Shishio, what the fuck?
And we made the joke. It's like, it's like, he's like, Dr. Stone makes a gun. And he's like, I'll just, I knew that you would fire that gun, so I dodged before you.
Yeah.
So I dodged before you would fire.
I knew that you were going to create a gun, and I knew you were going to shoot it at me. So I dodged before you shot it, and therefore I'm still alive. Okay.
It's so dumb. God, that's so dumb. 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 Dumb.
Hopefully they dial Shishio back.
I mean, I have no problems with him being a psychopathic murderer.
It was very interesting.
Yes.
And
but when
like,
the moment he came back to find everyone gone, and just went, oh, by these footsteps, not only do I know where they're going, but I know their whole damn plan.
It would have been better if he was ignorant of it and then figured it out later.
I mean, because that's the whole thing. Senku said, he's like, the moment Shishio learns our plan, we're fucked. What? It's like, okay.
CQ did not. CQ 10 million% did not count on this. Yeah, so.
Yeah. And Vinland Saga, hey, I don't mind some backstory and some characters, but does 2/3 of your entire episode have to be backstory?
Yeah, let's get the ball rolling.
And everything else, hey, good on you.
Good.
So, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, if you have any further thoughts on what we said, disagreements, amendments, addendums, corrections. Do you have any corrections? Do you think that we said something wrong, or we were just outright wrong about something? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Until then, take care. Have yourselves a fantastic time, and I guess we'll see you all next time.